There's this model of thinking called the ladder of inference. This is that model, and it kind of walks us through how we get to the thoughts that we have. And it's described in Peter Senge's book, The Fifth Discipline. If you haven't read The Fifth Discipline, you gotta read it. It's a fantastic read. It's not his model, but he describes it in the book well. So this model incorporates, at the bottom of the model is where we start, and it's observable data. That's the world happens the way a camera would record it, right? So we are currently in this room. There is a disco ball. I didn't notice that until right now. That's fantastic. We're all sitting at rounded tables. I see a fork there. This guy just took a drink. So this is the observable data. There's no judgment there, right? But then in my model of thinking, I have to select something to focus on because I can't focus on all of it all at once. So we've hired a number of millennials at our headquarters in Oracle, maybe like 5,000 this year. And so this is actually a true story. You have to select some millennials to focus on, right? And I was in an elevator, and there was this woman wearing this black dress and leopard heels. And I have the black dress that she was wearing, which is why I noticed it. I said, oh, that's my dress. And what I immediately noticed was that the dress she was wearing is the dress I have in the back of my closet for bachelorette parties only, like in Vegas. You know what I mean? Like, you do not wear that dress unless it is a Saturday after midnight, because anywhere else it would be completely inappropriate. So she's wearing it on a Tuesday at 2 p.m. at the Oracle headquarters, which I thought was ballsy. Okay, so she's wearing this dress. That's what I focus on. I add meaning that that is not appropriate, and I go up my ladder until I get to the conclusion that millennials do not know how to dress. They are totally inappropriate in the workforce. Now, 2 weeks later, I notice another millennial. He's wearing sweatpants and flip-flops, and I say, see, millennials don't know how to dress. Never mind the fact that I see thousands of millennials every day that I don't select to focus on that are dressed completely appropriately. And by the way, I also don't notice the baby boomers who are dressed completely inappropriately, because I can tell you that happens, right? And so I've created a story that I can say, no, I've experienced it. This is, fact. Like, I see it. I know it's true. And yet the story is completely made up. I made stuff up in my head. And so this is what happens all the time. We have our perspective, we feel right. We have to ensure that we are right because it makes our self-esteem a little bit higher. And so we stick to our guns. And in reality, it's both red, it's both blue, it's also orange. And so what's true about millennials is, yeah, some of them are entitled, and some of them are not. And some of them are entitled about some things and not other things. And some of them are entitled sometimes and not other times. And some of them are entitled for a little while, and then they stop being entitled, and then they go back to being entitled. We are complex people, right? It's a diverse group of people, and even within one person, we can be many things. Isn't it funny how when you have an experience of someone who's kind of nasty and you don't like them, and then one day they walk in and they say, hi, how you doing? Great to see you. And in that moment, you're like, what's going on with her? That's bizarre. She's not nice. Of course she's nice. She's just not usually nice to you. Right? But she is nice sometimes. She's also mean sometimes. So that's what this is about, is getting past these labels, the simplification, the categorization, so we can get to know the people around us.